Hello, my name's Sheila. I'd like to demonstrate something that I've been working on, which is a sprite designer for RC2014 with TMS graphics. I've made a few game ports now for this setup, and the odd original game. But I've started work on a game that will involve designing player and enemy sprites, so making a tool to help with that is a logical step. I'm using my classic RC2014 today. This is pretty bare bones, Z80, 32K ROM, 8K RAM, serial and clock. This demo would work just as well with a real TMS module in all its composite glory, but I'm using my TMS emulator today, plugged in at the back there, because the picture is sharp and because it's easier to capture. The reason I like the classic for development is that it's the fastest for transferring files, so making changes and testing them is a really fast cycle. I can build this program for CP/M-based machines when it's ready. I also wanted to show that I'm using a joystick. This module is from Dave at Tynemouth Software. I know that people did draw pixel art and game assets using joystick back in the day, but I didn't move past graph paper until I got a graphics tablet much more recently. I didn't think that a joystick would work very well, but it really does. It's way better than keys, and the fire button or trigger for pen up, pen down is really intuitive. This program makes use of the serial in-out as well as the graphic display. I chose to use the full colour but very low res mode, which is perfect for the enlarged view of the sprite being drawn, but it doesn't allow text on the screen at the same time. So I'm using a terminal at the same time for the keyboard input and prompts, and ultimately the export of the data, which is the whole point. I've got Flappy drawn already, and I'm going to make 2 more frames with his wings in different positions, and then write a quick program to animate all of those sprites. The TMS chip allows 32 sprites on the screen at once. Those are single colour, and so multicolour sprites are achieved by overlaying more than one. It can only display 4 sprites on one scan line though, so you can overlay up to 4. As a user, I can switch pen and just draw in that colour, or switch to eraser to erase. As far as the computer is concerned, switching pens means drawing on a different sprite and erasing from the others. I can also cycle the colour of the selected pen. This program has a drawing area which shows the 4-colour sprite, super magnified, and a flashing cursor. Over there, the overlaid sprites are being displayed with real sprites, and below the pen colours, more sprites are being used to display the separate layers. You can press a key to toggle sprite magnification, which is a feature of the TMS chip. The sprite definition is always 16 by 16, but with the magnification on, they're doubled in size to 32 by 32. The dots indicate which animation frame we're viewing. This program currently allows 4 animation frames, but there's no real limit to that. I'm going to start by copying the first frame, switching to the second frame and then paste, then change the wing to the middle position. Then copy that middle frame, switch to the third frame and paste, then change the wing to the top position. I can switch frames to check that it looks right. With a key press, I can export the sprite data and paste that into my assembly source file. And here's how that looks running. I've made a static background and made the sprites bob up and down. I'll make the source available for this little flappy demo so that you can see how the data fits into a program, is copied to VRAM and manipulated. I'll also make this sprite designer available for 32K and CPM RC2014s.